What's good again, family? I'm Joey H, Double XL Mag, doublexlmag.com. You may also know me from Double XL Higher Level Radio. We are back for real this time with the Break Live. And coming up, I got That Mexican OT, a major player in Texas hip hop right now. You've definitely seen him bubbling up all over the place this year. You know, he's got a hot project, that Lonestar Luchador album. He's got songs like Barrio and Cowboy Killer, and of course that Johnny Dange with Paul Wall and Drody. I know you heard that one. So the come up is crazy, man, and he's going to be joining us in just a second. Yo, what's really good? You there?
I was like, damn, cuz don't know what he doing or what?
Nah, man, you just popped up in the accepts. I appreciate you. You're here. Oh, yo, what's good? Was that a little Frenchie?
Yeah, these motherfuckers all in the way.
No doubt. What's his name?
That one's called Bump.
Word. Well, thank you for joining me, man. For those that just pulling up, I'm Joey. I'm here with That Mexican OT on the resurgence of the break. Super pumped to have you, man. How you feeling today?
Good. Where are my people at? Where are my people at?
Give a big shout out to That Mexican OT.
Yo. How you doing today, baby? It's a pleasure. I thank you for your time, man.
Of
I know
course.
we were supposed to do 1 o'clock my time. I'm sorry I missed it. I've been fucking ripping and running, bro. I was in the studio getting it in. I'm slipping like a motherfucker, you know, me drank out and shit.
Oh, it's all good. You got to get it in, man. You know.
I dig it.
I'm not
I thank you so much for circling back, baby. It means a lot.
Well, I appreciate you, man. We love you over here, and you know, I love the project Lonestar Luchador. I really do. And what's it been like since that project came out in the summer?
Shit, you know, just a lot busier now. That's the only thing that changed. I'm still human. I'm still Virgil. You know what I'm saying? I just work hard and I do what I do. I have fun with it. You know what I'm saying?
Dope, man. All right, for anyone just being put on, we're joined by That Mexican OT. It's Double XL's The Break, and you mentioned Virgil, so let's start from the beginning, man.
Yeah.
What part of Texas are you from?
I'm from Bay City, Texas.
Bet. How would you describe your childhood in Bay City?
You know, just a small town. Everybody know everybody, nothing but drama. Ain't nothing to do, so everybody want to do drugs and gangbang and all this stupid shit, you know. It's just a small little country town.
Word. So how did you find your way into rap?
My uncles was doing it. I didn't choose this rap shit. It chose me. I had no choice but to do it. Even if I didn't want to do it right now, I still would have to do it.
Bet. So, all right, is it true that you started rapping at 4 years old?
Yeah, as soon as I started talking. Like the way you were a baby and just naturally started crawling, that's the way I was a baby and just naturally started rapping.
That is dope, man. So when did you write your first set of rhymes? Like, when was the first time you wrote a rhyme?
I was about 8 years old.
Okay.
My mother had passed and I wrote a song for her.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. That's deep.
Man, fuck it. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. And then, so now you've been rapping your whole life, just a natural thing. And what was the exact moment that you knew a career in rap was the thing for you?
When I dropped La Muerte.
Yeah?
And when I dropped La Muerte, I was in the studio and I was listening back to it. And my boy C4 was mixing and mastering it, and I remember just hearing it. And as I was hearing it being mixed and mastered, I teared up because that's when I realized, like, I'm not rapping no more. I'm actually making songs, you know?
That. And, you know, I was saying earlier to the people, like, I think the dopest thing about you is how you embrace all things Texas, literally everything. Like, you know, your Mexican-American heritage and all that.
I'm a Texan, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. So with the Mexican-American heritage stuff and being a Texan and all that, how important is it to you to always portray that through your music?
I don't know if it's important to me. It's just fucking me, and I don't know what else to be. So it just comes out naturally. You see what I'm trying to say?
I do. I understand that. And with songs like Barrio and Cowboy Killer and that, like,
it's a very distinct sound that incorporates a lot of that norteño and Tejano hip hop into hip hop. Like, how do you do that so seamlessly? What's your approach to that?
Shit, I don't know, man. I
But
don't
like
know.
when you,
All right, so I put it like this. Remember how I told you I didn't choose this shit, it chose me?
yeah,
So there's sometimes I won't even notice the song's finished and written by the time I'm done hitting it. Like I'm just hitting it and I'm like, oh fuck, the fucking song done. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how I did that. Like it's almost as if
yeah,
I black out and it's done. Like it comes out naturally. I don't think of nothing. I just do it. It just pops in my head, and I put it in my notepad, and then my notepad to the studio, and it becomes what it is. It's not all just me. I also have a team, and when I say a team, I have an amazing engineer. I have amazing producers, and all together we make what y'all listen to.
yeah.
And so it's a mixture of me. It's a mixture of TB Robbie. You got C4 Play in there, Press Play Studios. So it's a little bit of all of that.
Dope.
We're like the Power Rangers. You know how one Power Ranger was the leg, the other one was the other leg, and the other one was the fucking arm. And then when we come together, we make this badass fucking beast.
Dope.
Awful lot
Forming like
cough syrup
Voltron on
Pancho.
them.
Shout out Desto, man. I'm in the awful lot cough syrup Pancho.
No doubt, cost you a poncho. No doubt. So, like, when in with your team and you're looking to put a record together, obviously you explained how you write your rhymes and things like that. But how do the producers and stuff? Uh, how do they go about incorporating that kind of norteño sound in certain aspects? And then on the flip side, it's like straight slab anthems. Like, what's the approach there? Do they go based off of your rhymes, or do you start with whatever beat they created and go the other way?
Um, it's not a Norteño thing because we're not Northerners. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But it's cause we from the South Side.
got you.
But it's like a Tejano thing. That's what it is. A
Okay.
Tejano thing.
Tejano thing. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
I
Dope.
wasn't
Do you
trying
have
to
a
check.
name?
I wasn't trying to check you. I was just trying to help you.
By all means, man. I'm from up north, so it's not really. It does. I'm a Puerto
Oh,
Rican
you
guy.
a Northerner.
I'm a Puerto Rican guy. Yeah,
Yeah, I dig it, baby.
yeah. Yeah. So you have plenty of different types of flows. You can do it all. I've heard it all. I've heard you do it all.
Yeah.
Now, who are your biggest influences in hip hop?
Of course, all of the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? From every video game that I played, every movie I watched, every rapper I listened to, they were all in the East Coast, and they were all delivery, and that's what I gave a fuck about. I always wanted to hear what they had to say. The vibe was always there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the South Side, you know what I'm saying? So I'm forever gonna have a groove in me. I'm forever gonna have that Southern swag. I'm forever gonna talk like I'm from the South,
Mm-hmm.
and so with that being said, I'm never gonna lose that touch. So whenever I was finding everything from the East Coast, it's what I had my full mind on. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what I was fond of. I love how they would manipulate words to make it sound like another word. I loved how they would, what I'm saying, they counted syllables. It was all about syllables in the matter of that pocket of each, fucking boom, boom, boom. All about catching that pocket. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm from the South, so I got some swagger to me, so it was easy to mix the lyricism with stilo.
Sure, sure. So, like, any specific rappers from the East Coast that you really got on? And I want
50,
to know about.
50, Big L, Jadakiss, Pun, Eminem, fucking, um, even a little bit of Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sure.
a lot of people thought he was corny and things like that, but his swagger was cool. Like when he was in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the bright colors, always wearing the fives. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
he was just playing and shit. It was just it was cool.
Yeah, for sure, man. But you're a little bit on the younger side of things. So, like, did you go back and research all that kind of stuff?
Not just being with my dad.
That, yeah, right. The heritage of hip hop through your uncles and your dad and all that.
I used to
Gotcha.
I used to always be in the passenger seat, just watching my dad do what he do. I just be watching him soaking the game up.
Dope. Now, how about from Texas? Who are some of your favorites and who've influenced you from Texas?
Uh, everybody. I listen to everybody from Texas, from new school to old school.
I get that. I get that. Now, obviously, the Johnny Danes track is crazy out here right now, right? The streams are up, the Shazam numbers are charts, all that. Is that
And
your
it's
first song?
crazy. It is crazy because that's not even the best one, or at least in my opinion.
Well, we'll get into some other tracks too. Like I said, man, I like the whole album for sure. Now, is that your first song on the Billboard Hot 100?
I believe so.
I think that's a major accomplishment. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't give a fuck.
Nah. So what is it that drives you to make the music that you make?
Shit. I don't know what else to do.
Right. Because you just were born with it and that's just the only thing you know.
Nah, like I just don't know what's like. I got no patience. I don't want to talk to people all day. I suck at following rules. I you know what I'm saying? Like I got a horrible temper. So like that real life shit don't work for me. I literally do not know what else to do.
No doubt. No doubt. I respect that for sure. Now, how did you go about linking up with Paul Wall for the Johnny Danes joint?
My boy B-Don put me on with him.
All right. And you two just click like that?
Yeah, hell yeah. You know, he was already hearing me. He had already heard of me and I guess he said that he had been wanting to get a feature off me, but he thought I was gonna charge him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, but then I ended up telling him like, bitch, you're Paul Wall. Why the fuck would I charge you? You're the people's champ. You know what I'm saying?
Respect to that
Yeah.
too. Did he offer you any advice?
He gave me advice. Paul, one of those dudes that when he talk, jewels just fall out his mouth. So he'll give
Literally.
you advice. He'll give you exactly right. He'll give you advice without even knowing it. You know, like he just always got some great shit to say. You know.
Sure. Did he comment on your grills?
Yeah, he fucked with him.
What did he say?
He thought that was crazy.
When was the first time you got your first grills?
It was a worker for Johnny Dang.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think he had like just got fired, and then he hit me up.
No doubt. How old were you when you got your first set?
It was 2022, like the ending of 2021, beginning of 2022.
Dope.
So I was probably like 22, 23.
Yeah. I saw that right before the BET Hip Hop Awards cipher the other night that Paul Wall gave you a big shout out. How do moments like that make you feel in your career?
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a blessing. Like it's cool because I respect those people.
Mm-hmm. Dope.
But you know what I'm saying? But as far as that, if anything further than that,
sure.
Nah, hell,
no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Now you ate over that Lotto beat in that cipher too. And I like how you shot.
Lotto beat?
Yeah. Put it on the floor. You shouted her out a little bit too.
Yeah. I thought that was that Ski.
No, I think they put it on the floor again.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure.
Well, so what was it like preparing for something like that? You know, going into it knowing that the BET cipher is like one of those staples in the game. Just cool, calm, and collected. No doubt.
Walked in there, I knew I was gonna dominate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew I was gonna go in there and eat everybody up. So I went in there, I did my thing, and I walked out. I think I went to go get some McDonald's after that.
No doubt. What do you eat at McDonald's?
Some 20-piece nuggies.
Yeah, that's the joint right there. What kind of sauce though?
All right, so it depends on my day. And if I'm either having a day like this or like this, I'm getting barbecue sauce or I'm getting buffalo and ranch.
All right. No doubt. Now, how does McDonald's barbecue compare to the barbecue that you grew up with in Bay City?
Nah, it ain't fucking with them.
I didn't think so. Are you signed to a label right now?
Geffen.
No doubt. How long you been with them?
Mm, maybe a year.
Cool. Cool. Now, um, one of my favorite tracks on Lone Star Luchador is Hit List with two other fire rappers who've been on this very show, BigXThaPlug and my guy Big Yavo. Now, how did that track come together?
So I had like 7,000 followers, and X had like 4 or 5,000. He probably had like 5,000 followers. So we were both nobodies. And I heard the song called "Feeling Like Dennis," and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And then he told me the name, and I looked him up on Instagram. Oh no, I looked him up on Instagram. He had like 7,000 followers, and I was like, "What the fuck? He's not known at all. Like, why the fuck is he not known?" And then I just kept jamming him. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I eventually I posted a snippet of me hitting that song in real life. That song's like 3 years old, bro.
No doubt.
Yeah, and and then I was like, who do y'all hear on this? Everybody kept saying BigXThaPlug, BigXThaPlug, BigXThaPlug. So eventually I just hit his DMs, and then we got punched in from there. I had the song for so long, I held it for so long, that eventually, I got big enough to put Big Avo on it. But on the cool, I don't even really like that song no more. I feel like it got so old, like, because a lot of my music is timeless. I feel like that song right there was one of the ones that wasn't timeless. You know what I'm saying? Which is okay, but it fucks me up mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't ever want skips. Like, I don't want fillers on my project.
Of course.
I want a project full of bangers. So it kind of fucked me up, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I think that, it makes sense when you have something in the tuck that you do feel is timeless to hold on to.
It's timeless. That song was like 3 years old before y'all even got to hear it.
Now, what's your approach to that? Like, how do you determine what songs you're going to keep in the tuck and put them out, or just let them sit?
I don't even think of that. I just I'm like, I don't feel like driving it. I don't feel like driving it.
Sure.
Like, I'm not putting it in the stash like, oh, I'm gonna save this and drop it 5 years later. I just put it in the stash. I put all of them in the stash, and then whenever they need a song, I'm like, all right, we'll use this one, we'll use that one, we'll use that one.
Dope. Dope. Yeah, for sure. Now, the album Lone Star Luchador, obviously, it's a Lucha Libre theme. And what drove you to include that concept?
I just love luchadors ever since I was a kid. Look at this.
Shout out to LA Park.
There you go. Yeah, I've always been big on wrestling, always been big on luchadors, and every time my nanny would go to the like those little border towns, she would always come back and bring me masks and shit, so I was always on that shit. Cool.
No doubt. What about that world inspires you in terms of making your music? Like, is there anything that goes on in lucha, or anything that any specific wrestlers do that you're like, oh, I like what they're doing, I'm gonna try and rock that with my music? Any certain swagger or stance?
I don't even know how the fuck I'm here talking to you right now, bro. So with that being said, I don't put much thought into any of this. I just do what comes out naturally. All this shit is organic. I just do. I don't think. So everything that I've done has just been off the rip. It's what I like. It's what comes to my mind off the rip. It's just things that I've seen growing up in life, and I'm like, oh yeah, I don't even think, oh yeah, I like that, let's do this. It literally just, like when I say, what's the first word that pops in your head when I say red? Whatever that word was, that's what I use.
Well, that makes a lot of sense as to what I was asking earlier about how you incorporate so many things of your heritage in Texas to the things you like and all that in your music, that it just comes naturally that way. So what you're thinking of is what ends up going into the creative process.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope for sure. Now, I got to talk about these interludes though on this album.
Interludes?
Oh my God. And it's kind of a lost art, right? But your interludes really bring the whole project together, right?
Right.
What were the names? El Bango Wifo, Fat Gallito.
Yeah, me Gallito. Fat Gallito.
Man, like, did you write those skits?
Nah, Ralph did. Ralph Barbosa. We was in the studio. He came into the studio with a pen and pad looking like Eminem off 8 Mile. And he just, you know what I'm saying, went to
Yeah.
work and, you know, and shit.
That's really funny, man. Like, are you going to continue to incorporate like your sense of humor and all that kind of stuff in your music?
Hell yeah, bro. Because motherfuckers is too gangster. Motherfuckers is too cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they box themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got to be marketable. It's more than just good lyrics. You got to you got to look good. You gotta have a character. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell when a motherfucker. Like, I've met a lot of rappers, and I'm like, oh yeah, the label made you. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Like me, I'm easy because like I'm easy to sell. I don't know what it is about me. I was blessed. I'm grateful, you know, and I'm just goofy. I love being me. I'm Virgil. I don't know who else to be. That's why everything just comes so organic, and you know what I'm saying?
Sure. Now,
a lot of motherfuckers used to hate me. I see a lot of motherfuckers talking about Stony Point. Fuck all of y'all that went to Stony Point. These motherfuckers used to hate me.
now, given the fact that you have that type of personality that is going to be successful in a space like hip hop, right? Is there anything that you've learned about yourself, or at least how to approach marketing who you are as a person?
Say it one more time.
So, like, you talked a lot about how your innate personality, just who you are naturally, is what is working for you in terms of your career, and being able to market that has to have taught you something about yourself, or at least how to continue to market yourself. What are some of the things that stick out in your blow up?
They don't. I look the way I look. I got my cowboy hat on. I got my boots. I be wearing shorts with boots. And these motherfuckers, they be like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, why the fuck is he here? And then I get to talking, I get to rapping. And they're like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? So I think that's why I don't wear jewelry, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't wear jewelry at all. Fucking because I like looking like I don't rap. Because every time I rap, it fucks them up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like something that's really helped me market myself is just, you know, how I look, my stilo.
Dope. It's all about that swagger, apparently.
Yeah.
So you just dropped the video for the Groovin' remix,
Yeah.
right? And that sounds a little bit different. I heard Static Selecta on the drums a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And is there a different approach for the way that you write maybe something a little bit more boom bap as opposed to, your traditional, Texas flow? Just feeling the beat?
Yeah, it all come out naturally. It's just like it's like I throw it all up and it land on the keypad.
No doubt. So you're out on the Lonestar Luchador tour right now, right?
It just finished, actually.
It just finished. Well, congratulations. Is that your first headlining tour?
Yeah. I did another one called that Texas Mexican tour. I headlined this one, and then I did this one that just dropped.
Dope. How did you handle being on the road? Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I like performing.
Mm-hmm.
Being a rapper actually take a lot of work. Motherfuckers just want to be a rapper and think it's gonna be easy as shit.
Nah.
Fuck nah, bitch. Cause like I'm sleeping on the sleep schedule that I don't want to sleep. I'm eating bullshit every fucking day on the road because I'm in places that I don't know, so I have to eat bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to motherfuckers that I don't want to talk to all fucking day. Then not only that, in Texas, I can hold my gun legally how I want to hold it. Matter of fact, when I'm in Texas, I ride with a pistol on my lap and my AR in my next seat. I can't do that in other places. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a lot more than just the shows. And the shows is just part of the tour. Now I got people that want features. And then when they pay the feature, they want the music video. Now I got to do the feature and the music video. Then I got people that got clubs and they're paying me to come do walkthroughs. I hate being at the fucking club. I hate clubs. I don't ever want to be at clubs. So if you ever see me at a club, I'm paid to be there.
No doubt.
So it's more than a show. So I'll be tired as fuck. I love it because this is what I do, but I'm real life putting in work. and it's
Sure.
tiring.
No doubt about that. Now, what are some of the ways that you keep yourself mentally healthy when you're juggling all kinds of features and being on the road and not necessarily eating properly and things like that? How do you keep your head in the game?
I just pray, you know. I pray and I keep my gentlemen around me. My boys is what make my mental good and okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I got my boy Nate with me. I be having my dad. I got my boy CJ with me. My boy Scales. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dope, man. It's important to have that kind of family around you. So props for that. All right, so the album's out. It's doing its thing in a major way. You're off the road now for the moment. So what's next? What are you working on?
Just more music. You know what I'm saying? Like just music, music, music. I'm working on something right now. I'm planning on dropping another project soon. I want to drop it in like late December.
Okay, that quickly coming back around. That's dope, man.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so you really are putting in the work in the studio. Anything in particular that we could keep our eye out for in terms of music? Like,
So the last project that I just dropped, I
yeah.
still got some songs on there that haven't dropped to music videos. Every project I have, every song is gonna have a music video. So that's really what I'm
Fire.
doing right now. I'm still feeding them music videos from the last project, and while I'm doing that, feeding them, keeping them entertained with that, I'm working over here, getting more music. That way, I could drop another project. Boom, hit them again with this one.
You really are at work, man. Shout out to you for that.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah,
to you
yeah.
for that. All right, let's talk about a little slab culture. All right. I was telling the staff at Double XL the other day, your music has me Googling all types of rims and Vogues and stuff I cannot afford. I cannot afford. What are you rolling on these days?
Some Ford Giatos 28s,
Oof, crazy, crazy. What
sitting
you
on
got?
rubber bands.
I would assume so with the 28s. Now what's the car?
Uh,
You got one car, you got a couple?
Cadillac Escalade.
Oh, dirty.
Yeah,
Dirty.
the Escalade by far was like one of my favorite vehicles as a kid. Cause like I said, I played a lot of video games, and one of my
Mm.
favorite video games was um not Def Jam, fucking Midnight Club.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they had the Escalade on there, you know.
Yep, yep, yep. Is there any specific car that you got your eye out for when it comes across you're gonna cop?
Man, I want a Denali. I want one of those GMC Denalis. Them hoes are bad.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I like the Denalis. I like but the suburban ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I also want a Cadillac truck. Them hoes been looking crazy too.
The one with like the little pickup deal?
Yeah, with the bed and shit.
Dope, man. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to share with the Double XL audience that we might not have touched on?
Um, I love all of you. I love all of you. You know, if you love me, I love you. If you hate me, I love you even more. Cause I know you're gonna circle around. You're gonna come back. And you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I should have known better." And I'm gonna say it's okay. That's all you've known. I still accept you, baby, and I love you.
Yeah, so I think I actually saw the teeth like do the little bling when you smiled at the end there. Like bling, nice. That was dope, man. Yo, man, why don't you go ahead and give out your social media info? Let the people know how they can follow you, how they can follow you and get familiar.
So my name is Virgil. Everybody call me that Mexican OT. Um, you can find me at that Mexican OT. Everything is spelled correctly. Um, yeah, that's it. Ain't nothing too crazy. That Mexican OT.
Fire, man. OT, thank you so much for taking the time out to join me on the break.
Nah,
Look,
thank you so much. Like once again, I said I'm sorry that I was a little late. I slept in, but we're here, baby. I thank you so much for circling back.
ain't no thing, we did it, and I so much appreciate you. Looking forward to talking to you very soon
Of
again, man.
course, of course, I'm excited. Many blessings, baby. I'm gonna see you around, bro.
You too. Be
All
good.
right, peace.